If Andy would have never showed up in my house that day, I wouldn't be here.
Dustin Hale was ready to end it all. The Pocatello firefighter had decided life wasn't worth it.
This is kind of hard to talk about.
And didn't care to live anymore.
I had reached a point when I couldn't see a way out.
Hale served 10 years in the Navy before joining the department, where he worked for 5.5 years. He was a paramedic and dealt with traumatic life and death situations nearly every day.
And you see all that pain and all that suffering, and some people are okay with it. Myself personally, I seem to absorb all that.
The PTSD from work led to insomnia, and Hale would sometimes go 2 to 3 days without sleeping. He turned to alcohol, and it got to the point where he could no longer do his job.
I knew that I wasn't the person that I would want showing up to take care of me.
Hale's behavior was so bad the department needed to let him go. But on the day he was supposed to meet with administrators, he never showed up.
I reached out to try to contact him and was unable to get a hold of him.
Captain Andy Moldenhauer didn't feel right about Hale's absence, so he met up with Hale's sister and went to his house.
I relayed to him, even if he was no longer an employee of the fire department, that he was still a brother.
And those brothers spoke for 4 hours, with Hale initially refusing to even think about getting help.
He admitted to having a gun in his mouth earlier that day. And that was the point when I tried to turn his experience as a paramedic on him and say, no, you've now obligated me to stay here.
Eventually, Hales agreed to go to the VA center in Utah, so Moldenhauer and one of the battalion chiefs drove him down to Salt Lake City.
By the time we made it back to Pocatello after taking him down to the VA center in Salt Lake, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Hale stayed at the VA for a few weeks and then checked himself into the Center for Excellence in Baltimore, a facility for firefighters suffering from PTSD and substance abuse. 3 months later, he returned home.
I'm healthy and I'm happy and my family life is good.
Hale knows he won't be able to be a firefighter again, but he's okay with that. He's thankful for a loving captain who was there the day he needed someone the most.
My job was to save people's lives, and that's part of Andy's job too, and that's what he did that day.
I didn't do anything that I don't think anybody else would have done. The fact that Dustin's doing better is reward enough.
In Pocatello, Nate Eaton, EastIdahoNews.com.